thoughts on Nick Saban saying 2021 was a rebuilding year. I cannot stress to you enough how much I wanted to avoid this. In the world of low-hanging fruit, this fruit has drugged the ground so much it is bruised on the bottom. I have no interest in talking about this, but you want to talk about it, so we're going to talk about it. Nick Saban last week, I believe he was on with Greg McElroy and Cole Kublik, both friends of the program, and he said in passing that he viewed 2021 for Alabama as a rebuilding year. And then the casuals did what the casuals do. And they listened to that in a vacuum, and they got mad at it. Of course, no serious person got mad at it because serious people know it doesn't matter. And serious people are out there, well, probably living their day-to-day life and didn't even hear it. And even if they did, I don't care if you can't stand Nick Saban. You probably listened to it and said, huh, and then you moved on. But there were some casuals out there that took it a different way. So here's what I'm going to ask you. Or here's what I'm going to suggest to you. I don't care, but if I did care enough, I would say I agree with him. How in the world do you not agree with him? This is what happens when you let casuals talk college football with you. They ignore the logic, they talk in vacuums, and they forget things like the fact that Bama, coming into 2021, was replacing 8 of the top 38 picks in the NFL draft, including half a dozen first-rounders, first-round quarterback, first-round running back, first-round offensive tackle, 2 first-round wide receivers, another guy at center who would have been a first-rounder had he not gotten hurt. You had all that. You lost the best offensive coordinator Saban has had in Steve Sarkisian, and they almost lose to Florida on the road. They almost lose to Auburn on the road. Didn't have a touchdown until late in the fourth quarter. They go into A&M as a 3-touchdown favorite and lose outright, and yet they still win the SEC championship, and that's about when casuals started paying attention. And so in that little vacuum, yeah, it sounds absurd if you call that a rebuilding year. Do you understand how insane it is? Bama was playing for the SEC championship last year. Much less that they won it with no running game in sight, and then they go to the national championship. The point is they had no business being there. Saban's built such a good program, they got there anyway. That's the only program in America that is capable of almost winning a national title in what, by their standard, truly is a rebuilding year. He's not wrong in what he said. He's not wrong at all. And if you were paying attention to the sport throughout the entirety of last year, you get that. Also, if you were hanging around this show around this time last year, do you remember how many times on Late Kick I told you that I thought, and a number of folks in the scouting world said about Alabama, if you're going to get them, you need to get them this year, 2021, because 2022's team is going to be insane to try and deal with. It was a rebuilding year for him. He's not, as is usually the case when Nick Saban talks about his own program, he wasn't wrong. People are idiots. I don't know what else to tell you. People are idiots. Let me rephrase. Good people can have idiotic takes, okay? Smart people do say stupid things sometimes. Stupid people rarely say smart things. But smart people do say stupid things. So there were some smart people last week that fell for this, and they said some stupid things about it. And in the words of former Alabama All-American Forrest Gump, that's all I have to say about that.